All right. Thank you for saying that in my ears, young lady.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah,
So
we
yes, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yes, Raven, Carlisha, Osha, Tab, good
she about
evening.
to say good
I
morning.
sure was. Yes.
Tell she got older in a year.
Stop it. All righty. Let's get into this. It's great to see every
Great to see everyone.
mhm,
Hopefully your Christmas was well. You celebrated the King of Kings and Lord of Lords.
mhm,
If you don't know who that is, it's Jesus Christ.
mhm.
But to the festivities, our topic for today was a little spicy.
What was it?
We're gonna talk about flings, and if a fling can be, if a fling can be the foundation of a relationship, or should it just stay as it is, which is a fling? Now I know we not all super saved in here to know what a fling is, but if you need a description, I think LaKendra has a description from Webster's, and she has a description from the Urban Dictionary. So
Okay,
we want to see what y'all have to say about that first.
so to define fling, I googled it. Um, Google says a short period of enjoyment or wild behavior. An Urban Dictionary says deliberately short-term sexual relationships between two people, longer than a one-night stand, but not as serious sounding as an affair. More frankly, physical than the discreet or twee dalliance. The word has the associations of a much needed sexual relief from stress, worry, or hangups. No deep personal involvement required, just the sex and a bit of attention.
Mm. So there's a whole bunch of sexting in that description.
So Kurt and I discovered that we're old heads, and I believe another way of a fling, which may be different. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe what I hear now is a sneaky link. I think that's what you say, a sneaky link. Um,
Yeah, I never heard of these terms before. Sneaky link and
so
all of
it's
that.
I looked that up too. Sneaky link describes a person that someone is secretly hooking up with. So
So the question is, can that be the foundation of a relationship? Because we can look at this many different ways. And I know when I just hear the word fling, it makes me think of like a relationship. Hey, I met this lady, or a gentleman met a lady, or a woman met a man, and they like, hey, this is what it is.
it's the
We just gonna
same.
do what we gonna do. And maybe the fling is I think in her description it was like a couple of times, like a person just they're messing around, but there's no really solid foundation. Hey, we just doing what we doing, and that's it. You too old for this conversation. No, you got to contribute because
Right.
I think, and I'll let the cat out the bag now.
So OSHA said
Let the
no.
I'll let the cat out the bag now. It's
OSHA
more,
doesn't. I think that's what it was. Sorry. Go ahead.
go talk. Oh,
OSHA.
OSHA said. OSHA
Yes.
said.
OSHA seems to think. OSHA
Yes.
thinks that no, it's not a
Ask him.
foundation. Wait, what?
Sorry, kids asking for noodles,
Always.
ramen. It's
Dinner is
demon.
made.
It's a demonic.
Dinner is made. Dinner is done. Dinner has been eaten. But
Okay.
ramen is where it's at.
Did you read Ravens? What were Ravens? Because while like I said, I think it more or less what struck with me when I read it is like, okay, fling as far as foundation, I don't think it can. I'm not eliminating if that was somebody else's testimony, but what are you getting from a fling is kind of like, it's not anything solid. You know what I mean? It's not like it's a word I want to use. Dang, what's the word?
Um,
It has no substance to it. So it's just like how could you build off something that's not solid? I'm sorry, I'm getting messages about pray for the church of the living God, you know, despite fights and stuff. we're not gonna promote that stuff, but it's just bad. But getting back to the topic, so to me, a fling, if you're saying a fling is your foundation, like what are you really building on? Because it's physical, right? So a fling is like, yo, I'm sorry for the term, but like it's a smash and dash. Hey, I smashed you, good riddance. And then it's like, I'll call you back when I want to smash again. So it's like, if that's what your foundation is, it's like, what kind of um, benefits would you necessarily get out of that person if you only see them for what they can give you physically or sexually?
Mhm.
Okay.
So Raven says, no, it cannot be the foundation, maybe the start or beginning of the relationship. But what happens down the line when sex doesn't cut it anymore? The foundation has to be deeper. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like foundation, no, nah, can't be no foundation of a relationship. But it can start something.
No,
It
and I'm sorry to interject, but are we too old fashioned to limit that though?
what do you mean?
So we're saying like, no, it can't be a foundation, but maybe in the year of 2022 or 2021, maybe that is a foundation for some people. And who's to say that it can't be successful? But I know for me, it just doesn't seem like anything realistic to
It's
come
not
from that.
solid. How you gonna build on it? Like, okay, okay. So with me, my opinion is not a foundation. It could be an introduction of something, but not a foundation. That's not solid. How you gonna build on it? You can't build on anything that's
Well,
that's just the
since we
that's
going
the
there,
start. It can be the what?
no, no, go ahead. No, I was saying
You break
because
something?
no, I think I
Oh.
cut this.
Hmm.
But um, who's to say that the loving or the sexing that you getting in that fling can't propel you to something else, to propel you to actually have great conversation with that person? So that's what I'm just saying. I'm playing the other side to say, hey, who are you to limit what a fling could produce when that person may be successful with it?
So to me, that's two different things. That's two different things. What it can produce and the foundation. Like, okay, let's build on it. It's that it can introduce you to something else. It can, you could possibly play with the idea of, oh, this could possibly be something. But I guess I don't know. I guess it's just two different ways of looking at it, which could possibly be the same
Yeah,
thing.
that's what I'm saying. I'm just
But
saying
yeah.
from this generation because everything is different. Like you said, the terminology of I'm trying to think of a current term of what a fling is besides calling it a fling. Like,
Hmm.
oh, like a smash and dash or whatever that is. But um to me it doesn't yeah, Tab, I think you hitting at something that I was gonna say, but
Hold
let me
on.
see.
Go back to what she said. If we tell the truth, we probably all have flings. My fling turned into an 8-year marriage. So it's like foundation is like a strong word because when I think of foundation, I look at my basement.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah, some cracks in there, but it's foundation.
yeah, but nah. That's not real. Like it could be the start of something.
Right.
So I don't want to even call it a blueprint, but it can give me the idea of something possibly if we take it to that level. But
Mm-hmm.
both parties have to agree with that. Carlisha said, no, it started in a shaky foundation. Yep. Raven, it's too fickle to be the foundation. Like, what happens if that person could no longer be physically intimate? Then the
Mm.
relationship is over. Mhm.
Ah, I get that, but
As far as fling, yeah. If you my
what
sneaky link and like it's kind of hidden, like I'm only coming over here, my friends don't really know, but
I don't think it would be over though, because if we're playing both sides of like, if this sneaky link was a great person, and if the times that y'all was together, it was great. Who's to say that that won't savor that moment? like I know what you were, so maybe I'll see you through whatever you're going through.
I
And
mean,
that
but
sounds church.
then that's a
but
relationship. Like you kind of
but that's
turning
what I'm
that into
saying.
something that's like, okay, well, you're a sneaky link, but I'm starting to look at you in another way. Like that's turning into something else
Now,
because wait, I'm only coming here to get what I need to get.
now if the brother is putting it down, huh?
Okay. The brother
You're
can
gonna
be
be
putting it
you're gonna
down.
be
But
slapped.
if he can't put it down no more, on to the next.
She gonna
Hold
say
on.
no when I think of the goodness of Jesus.
That's enough.
Huh?
OSHA, unfortunately, that's what some people think now because they don't believe in love and strong relationships. Gloria Richardson, hey Gloria.
Hey.
It's not a foundation because the mindset of a fling is temporary. In order for it to change into
Yes.
something else, the mindset of both
Stay right
parties have
there.
to change.
Stay right
Yep.
there.
Tabitha said it's not solid because we was not up front. And I married him because I was pregnant from that fling.
Woo! Okay, now y'all
Nice.
touching on little things we're gonna interject in here.
Hey, like a friends with benefits. Well, what's the combo? Hey, Larry, help me with today's term.
Ooh,
Adolphus
read
said,
that. Read that.
me sneaky linking. For me, sneaky linking could be me figuring out where I want to place you.
Wow,
Yikes. Me too, because I have not a clue.
that's a word.
Okay, sneaky
Adolphus.
link. Sorry.
Adolphus, that's a word.
Just to get everybody up to speed. Hey Blair, hey Vanessa. Sneaky, we talk about sneaky links and or flings. But yeah, because that's today's term is sneaky link. Okay. So fling, sneaky link, can that be the foundation of a relationship? Or should it
just so if a person's doing that as a fling, is it realistic for them to just keep it as a fling? Because obviously a fling is a fling, right? So it's not anything permanent, as Sister Gloria said so eloquently. Using the word that we were going to bring up. Temporary fling is temporary typically, versus permanent is like a relationship. So it's like monogamous. Hey, we getting to know each other, blah blah blah. But if I only see you on your back, you showing me what I need to know.
Right. So the question is, can that turn into something?
Can that turn into something? Is it realistic for that to be your foundation for your relationship? Or is it like, hey, because I done seen you and knock you down 25 times, I don't want to wife you.
That is
hey, I mean, I'm trying to think of a nice way to say it, but
hey, shout out to I think it's the amount 25 times.
Well, you said it's not
it's temporary, so it's not a one night stand. Yes. But it's not, as far as a fling, from what the dictionary says, it's not is more than a one night stand, but less than to call it an affair, which can kind of let's go to the question before exactly, Gloria.
I'm sorry, 25 was the first number that came in my mind.
If I mean anything to you, commit to me. Let's not waste time. Let's not waste each other's time, because feelings get involved no matter how much you try not to for them to get involved.
But if you flinging, if you laying down, as the old church would say, that's soul ties. And if you laying down the right way, I can't say it. I'm trying to say it nice. If you putting stuff down the right way, that woman is going to be hooked.
It's never the right way, but
what
if it's good to you?
I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm being biased to my gender. Okay.
Yeah. Because if we link and you give me the cat on the first, then now I know we can't be anything.
That's facts, Adolphus.
Yeah. It's a thin line because some people emotions get caught up in the fling. Yep. Say it, brother. It's not impossible. However, it's not probable that a fling will be anything more than that.
That's facts.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, I think our generation of growing up is like, to us, that would just be like an absolute no. But it's like, my concern is like, my son is trying to date. Like, okay, what is considered? What are y'all doing? It's just like, I want to know what y'all doing so I can try to help you to stay away from dumb stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's just me, old fashioned. But
Yeah. Um.
now somebody brought up something about temporary versus permanent.
Mhm.
Are we being closed minded to tell someone that their situation, Kevin Hart, in situation, can't turn into something permanent? Who are we to?
Really, Vanessa?
See, I was trying not to say that. Thank you.
Vanessa said if he laying the pipe down like he's supposed to, or she putting the kitty down like she's supposed to, then of course it's going to be
So
soul ties. Help. My sneaky linking has not ended well, unfortunately, because a lot of times women want heavy commitment, um, but
thank you.
don't respect themselves in a matter to where I should commit.
Wow.
Okay. Hi, Latoya. Is that
Yeah, I
Toya?
mean,
Hey, Toya.
yeah, this is,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I think for us, when we were talking amongst ourselves about it, I'm just like, I think I want to more or less try to tackle the self. What was the word I used? The word to come back to me. As far
Is that
as
situation? No.
no, not situation. I'm
Oh.
talking about like what the deeper issue is. It's like, oh, I need to. This is all I'm gonna put myself through is like linking with folks and flinging, just flinging around all the time. And she said her generation called it flat
Flat
backing.
backing. Okay.
All right, we got to read what a dolphin said, because if you are giving me the box on day one, then that's just a part of you, and you wait, and you'll do that for anyone. Yes,
Mm.
yes.
Protect the box and you'll protect your future. And then you won't have to settle for sneaky linking. Okay, that's from a man,
Yes.
ladies. You all hear that?
You hear that? That's wisdom.
Good night. Really?
That's
Sneaky links are an easy way of not having to commit to anyone. Yes. Vanessa said I've known some sneaky links that have become permanent. Yes.
greetings, elder
Yes.
Daldell.
Hey TJ.
Yeah,
Is
because I
that
think it's
Tony?
I
Hey
think it's
Tony Payne.
yeah, self.
Um
I was thinking the word I was thinking of is self worth. It's like
mm,
if I'm just okay with flings, right? Or if I'm okay with sneaky linking, is there something wrong with my self worth? You know, that could be for anybody. Because I know as me,
which kind of
I'm a dude.
yeah.
Hey,
Hey Cam.
when I was out there wilding,
Sorry. Vanessa said, but
sneaky
on the
links.
other hand, it doesn't work because one becomes more involved, which is kind of okay with that. With what Vanessa is saying, one becomes more involved. Statistically, people would say, okay,
Ooh,
what gender do you think will become more involved?
ooh. Now we was talking about this amongst ourselves. I'm like, listen, again, I'm trying not to say what my sister Vanessa said, but if you with a man, I said that it seems like women are more the likely to get
We'll get to that
attached.
question, Carlos.
They will get attached more than a man and be okay with it. It's like, yo, you know, it would be me as the man, like Kendra, yo, you know what the situation was. And she'd be like, no, but I'm in love or something like that, you know, and it's like, you know the situation. So why are you coming to me now saying that it's more than what the situation was? That was just from my perspective. I'm like, I don't see me as a guy like, oh man, I love you. Like, I don't see me doing that. But that's not everybody's situation.
Right. So he's saying Kendra just used me as an example
Right.
because before we met, that was not the case for me. You know what I'm saying? So I was one of those. I've been known to be the one in a million, one in a thousand. Yep. I'm the 2 percentile type of person. Like I'm it's just what it is. So um and from what I was saying, so statistically, yes, you would see more women getting involved and more like, oh yeah, women are going to fall more, going to catch feelings quicker. But there are some women that I know that is totally okay. And, transparent moment, I was one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, catch feelings, I don't have to. Like, I kind of turned that off like a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So, and situations happen that kind of get you there. Um, it could start from being a child and being disappointed by parents, by I will say daddy, not my daddy, but you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
I'm
The
sorry.
different
We comments. Go ahead.
situations. Okay, different situations can kind of take you to that place where it's like, man, turned it off. Broken relationships. Oh, this dude hurt me. This hurt me. You hurt me. You hurt me. You hurt me. Okay. So yeah, now my feelings have turned a mile. Now my heart is cold. Now I just want to get what I'm going to get from you. And so
Yeah, I don't know where we
that's
stopped
where.
with the comments, but
Okay.
did you read Vanessa's? She said, "Ask the
Um.
sneaky links that have been excuse me, that have
Wait a
become."
minute, Candace. We didn't read
We didn't
Candace.
read Candace. I'm
Okay.
sorry. But what about the self-respect of a man who takes it and doesn't turn it down? Oof.
Mhm.
Where's the self-respect for yourself as a man that doesn't put it in anything?
Mhm.
Okay. I don't know what to say to that.
Yeah.
That's a tough question.
Yeah.
Your body is the temple.
And
You
she
did that
just said,
such.
you can't connect with everyone and everything. Right.
Listen.
Carlisha said, if you sneaky linking, how long do you sneaky link? Or is
Does
it
it
a
have a
time
time limit?
limit?
Ain't no time limit.
Well, the definition says more than a one night stand,
Right.
but less than an affair. So when does it turn into a little bit? It's like, yeah. So, well, no, that was with Fling. With Sneaky Link, it just said somebody that you don't know about. You messing with somebody that no one knows that you're messing with. So, stay out the DM sneaky linking.
Okay. Just because a woman gives it up on day one doesn't mean she lacks self-respect. Maybe she just knows what she wants in that moment. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the double standards. That's all right.
That's right.
Definitely simp dudes out here doing
You just see women do
but
it
I
more
love
often. I don't know what simp means, but cool. There are some men out there like, if I can't have you, then nobody can have you.
oh, that's a little
But it's the truth though. It's the truth though. Because
now are you saying so they you had a fling with them, then you like, nah, I'm good on you. Are you saying that after the point they like, well, if I can't have you, nobody, that I guess I'm getting you in context.
or from what I took it as, okay, like I said earlier, okay, we were in a relationship, it didn't work out, or I noticed like, nah, the relationship part of you is not good for me, but the what we did was. So it's like, I don't really want to be in a relationship with you. I already tried that. I don't want to be in a relationship with you, but I want to keep that.
I don't want to be committed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no commitment. No. Yeah. Maybe that's where it is.
Yeah.
Vanessa, you can unpack that if you want to. Yeah, thanks. I'll see you around. A true sneaky link is when nobody cares though, and no deep feelings are there. Soon as somebody cares, it's not a sneaky.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, Timothy.
Hi, Lydia. Well, if there's a sneaky link, someone is in a relationship and there is a time limit.
Ooh, okay. Now
That's giving
again,
perspective. Because we don't know. Sneaky link is definitely a new term. Used to be called sipping and tipping. Sipping and tipping, or
What?
back flap. What did Tab say?
I don't know.
Back laying.
Sipping and tipping.
Back
Tipping on
laying,
full
laying on your
phones?
back or something. Raven said, and let's
that's
not
not
front
fun.
like people don't get into situationships and flings with the hopes of changing the dynamic later on. Yes, the whole I can change him or her thing. Yes,
That's facts though.
yes, especially it's like, yeah, I could change it. Ooh,
Flat back, and that was it.
flat back in. Creeping, yes. You can't change nobody. It's a waste of time. Yes, but that's true because it's like, man, once you start to catch feelings, or if you see or you like something about them, and you become, because one thing that I see, hmm, okay, yep, I'm just gonna say it. One thing that I saw with people close to me was that one party didn't want titles. So the dude didn't want titles, but the girl did. But she just went along with the man because she wanted to keep the man.
Mm.
So it's like, okay, I know you don't want a girlfriend. Okay, I don't want a boyfriend either. Lies. You wanted him to be exactly, you wanted him to be committed and everything, but because he didn't want to, you didn't want to kind of hold him hostage or whatever. So you just went along with whatever. And
Okay.
the baby ended up coming out of
Mm.
it.
Yeah. A
Yeah.
baby makes that a totally different
Hmm.
conversation. Because now, for the
It still
sake
didn't
of,
keep him, no.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. For the sake of trying to keep them, it's like, no,
Yeah.
I'll just get my kid. Or that may make the person, if it's the mom, like, you ain't seeing your kid because you don't want me. Like, it'd be little stuff like that that's
Yeah.
just like,
Oh yeah, that's true.
bruh.
You don't want me. You can't see your kid. You don't. Yeah.
So that's what I was saying. I think what Cam was saying that was true. Is like, I think my goal would be like, okay, wasting time if he doesn't want what you want, right? Because it's like, I think the self-respect, and that's why I said I don't know if it's more or less just the person just wants to do what they want to do versus like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm cool with, if me and Kendra wasn't like, I'm cool with you just being my fling. Like, oh yeah, we sipping and tipping, what Blair said, sipping and tipping, and then
Mhm.
like, I'm not trying to be seen out with you. You know what I mean? It's just
Mhm.
like,
Mhm.
where's our self-worth, or where do we value, how do we see ourselves? I guess I
Mhm.
would put um in that situation, because like I said, flings to me were like, it is what it is, and just leave it at that. But it always turned into either somebody caught feelings, and then it's like, okay, how do I get out of this, because I didn't sign up for this.
If yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, it turns into something if it, because a one night stand is just that. But
Mhm.
if you're doing something consecutive like all the time, come on, that turns into behavior, and then your feelings start to get involved. Then you know, uh, feelings can get involved, and you start to care, and I don't know. It just makes it. It's just so tough. Like, just don't do
That
it.
that's facts. That's facts, Blair. He said only see them at night, late at night. That
Yeah,
should tell you right there the fling ain't going nowhere. That's
yeah.
facts.
Any way you can keep him around, you are willing to do it, and accept. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, what I wrote down is, you're seeking fulfillment, but not necessarily commitment.
Mm.
You're just seeking for, to to get off, if you will, but not really. I don't want to. Don't tell me what to do. Don't ask me where I'm going. I don't have to answer to you. I don't have to commit. I don't have to show any type of anything. Just do what I need you to do, and that's about it. That's all I need. That's what I'm thinking.
You,
I don't want to be held accountable. Okay, hold on.
you can always tell the level. Wait, let me see. I'm
What
reading.
cheat what tab say?
Cheating is cheating, aka fling. And like was said, someone is in a relationship or someone has a title that they don't want exposed.
Mm-hmm.
And far too often, I mean, it's sad that I'm about to say this, but that always reeled its head in church. Why? I swear, like, I would never like, oh, I'm outside playing. Oh, Mr. Jackson and Miss Jackson, he got caught doing something. It always happened in the church. It's like, oh, dang, this I can't even say that, it's not even a joke, but oh man, they throwing fisticuffs at the spot because Mr. So and so got caught cheating,
Mm-hmm.
or trying to creep. And it's like, man, like, why did that seem to always real as that in church?
Well, that's because church was your life. Church is your life. So I mean, we experience these things because that's that church consumes a lot of our time. Now, if we were club heads, I'm pretty sure
It was a
that stuff
frequent basis.
happens in the club too. But I
But I
that's
mean,
what I
and
feel.
then back in the days, I mean, he wasn't talking against it either. So it's like we just had to find stuff out on our own. I want to mess with this girl. All right, bet. I'm gonna do that. Not, no repercussions we're talking about. It's just like get what you can get. And that sucks, but hey,
Yeah.
Lord Jesus, pray for him. They need steers, correct?
Jarrell said Blair Troublefield is in this day and age, folks will boldly see you in
Day
the
with a
day
straight
with a
face.
straight face too.
Wow.
They call it sneaky links these days. That's what we talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. I think he was probably saying that to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Um,
you can always tell the level of the situation based on where y'all hang out. Let's not overthink this. That's
let's
facts.
talk about the fact that men are the rarity, so they may feel like they have a lot of options out here. What you think about that?
Ooh. Okay. Can unpack that. That's
That's yeah,
you said men are the rarity, so they may feel like they
they
have a
have
lot of options
options.
out.
Yeah.
We can't have options.
Look.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Y'all want to see me get slapped?
Man, see God. Hey Stacy. Hey James, Pastor James. Church creeping is just dumb.
Bruh.
What's up, my two
They
favorite
didn't think
people?
it through, Blair,
Hey
at all.
Pastor.
They didn't think it through at all.
No, because it's just, I mean, I don't know. Like,
You want what you want, though.
y'all know,
And
y'all,
that's, we wasn't dealing, they wasn't using the fire extinguisher to flame out the fires with us as young men. They told us to do what we was gonna do. Just be safe.
excuse me? Really?
What you thought? I'm Baptist.
You stupid. I don't really know what that means. So, okay, cool. But
I'm
I
sorry,
just,
Baptist. If anybody Baptist on here, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
I don't know. I don't know
Look,
if you
he
are.
said
I don't know if you are. I don't know if you are. So wow.
I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, Jarrell got a long statement. I'm gonna read this for you, bro. I'm jumping in and out of this live, so I'm gonna be back and watch. But my opinion is that once you know who you are and what you want, then you can see things clearly for what they are without feeling like sex has to be involved. 31 gonna be my best year. With sex comes everything else. Might as well go sit down somewhere, bro.
Okay. All right, declarations.
Come on, TJ.
Don't make a baby you can't support and don't catch nothing. Church talk to men
TJ.
born between 19.
TJ. That's all I'm saying,
That's
bro.
crazy. No, that's for real, bro. As a Baptist kid, I concur. Oh my gosh.
Listen.
Sorry for screaming in y'all
Listen,
ear.
I know, and they're Blair and TJ is testifying for what we were. It was never like.
But young men are almost taught if you try to sustain from sex, you are punking out.
Yes.
Sis, take a break and pop them. Baptist here, it's all good.
Listen. I'm sorry. Like I said, it was never instilled to be like, oh, I see you messing with this girl, abstinence and all of that. It's like, hey man,
that's a lot of hot sauce.
She's talking about kids eating. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh my god.
But yeah, like they said, they could testify. Like that never came up. So it was just a whole bunch of flings. And hey,
I am disappointed.
You messed with her? All right, I know not to mess with her. Give her like 6 months.
And then so you're 19, you're in high school, and all this stuff is going on, and then you become grown and married. And then you become grown and married, and that thing has not left, because that's something that we talked about before in previous things. Once we get married, some of us feel that once we get married, these urges leave. No, it intensifies. So what happens is now we're married and I'm in covenant and I have a husband that I have to answer to and I have to come home to, but that sneaky linking is not out of my system because it was kind of like giving the green light for me to actually go and do it. So now I'm just sneaky linking all around. And now I got a crazy wife who about to beef on site. It don't matter where I am. So if that means if church is my whole life, then I see you in church. Like, come on. I mean, I understand that's y'all foundation, but geez.
Sorry. I'm gonna read TJ comment. See how dumb this sounds, but we telling you this is what happened. This is why we got to be better dads. Yes, it's not. It's for real though.
No,
I mean,
really,
it's real facts.
really, because y'all raising sons and y'all
Yes.
also raising daughters.
Yes.
So for the most part, yes, teach your sons, but also teach your daughters. Like, yo, this is not. I say all the time, yo, teach your sons what you're supposed to, how you're supposed to treat a woman, and also treat your daughters. Teach your daughters how she's supposed to be treated. And I say, like, come on, it's really it's worse out here.
And the bad part too was when you Jesus, if you are a musician and you can play somewhat good in church. Now I know Blair and TJ about to testify for 5 hours in this thing. Sneaky links. Now, if I say one convention,
no,
this chat is gonna shut
no,
down.
thank you. No, not one. Thank you.
Okay, now
no,
Marie.
that really came up. Jarrell said. Now I'm not saying that it's not hard enough. Hard though. I ain't preaching at all. I done some beautiful things during an altar call. LOL. I'm just trying to let God change my soul and eyelids.
Come on. That's it, brother.
Okay. That's true. That's why it's whack to do to do it like that. I want a marriage one day with one person.
Listen.
Yeah.
Read what TJ just said.
Sneaky linking is literally taught to you as a musician before manhood. Wow. Right. The girls were to be holy and the young men were given the go for it and be safe.
Wow.
When the issues are not brought to light, it becomes a lifestyle of the individual. That's right. Blair, stop the violence. Okay. Hi, Jessica. Doc, we ain't got enough time.
It's
shaking
not.
my head. The church conventions. Hey, TT. I'm here. Yeah. So
Listen.
basically, the question was, can it become a foundation? Can Sneaky Link become a foundation? From the sounds of it, now it could turn into something, but okay. From the opinions, no, it cannot be a foundation, but it can turn into something.
Right.
So in the turning into something, how do you separate the two? How do you turn it into something? Because now I see you there. And then for one, is it, if it has to be mutual. It has to be mutual. So with that, I could be, okay, it could turn into something, but I already gave myself away, like Adolphus said. Adolphus said, you already gave yourself away. So I don't even really want it anymore. I don't really want the relationship that could come out of it. But I'm like, yo, I can change his mind, because I'm still a good person, like Ken said, so it's not that when it comes down to women giving it up on the first day or whatever, it's not that she doesn't have low self-worth. It's just that's what she wanted at the time. So how do you, if it turns into something else, how do you build that foundation once that was, if that was the start, how do you build the foundation?
Or if you're trying to build a foundation, how do you stop? Because you realize that it is sin.
Do you stop? Hey, the musicians ain't the only ones. Put on the suit and say one of them church announcements and see what I mean. Kurt, you know what convention to say, and that chat will get shut down.
It'll get shut down.
Church conventions, holy convocations. Not my testimony. Then everybody want to come up and let you know how blessed you are. Some of them church mothers too. Done.
Listen.
No sneaky link in history has ever started without some foolishness or
dumb vibes. It goes from them deacons.
Hold on. Where do you see it? See, look, this is how it came up on mine.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Okay, it won't read the whole. It won't show
Okay.
me the whole
Otherwise,
thing.
it wouldn't be sneaky. Yeah. No, I mean because,
Them
like I
deacons,
said,
them
man.
trustees, them pastors.
Listen, it was a. It's sad to say, like y'all said, it was a rites of passage. It's like we gonna tell y'all about sin, but
That's
hey, we know the truth.
that's not fair. Is that still going on?
What you
Somebody
mean
be
that's not
honest with me.
fair? Life ain't about being fair.
Don't make me. Don't do it.
Stay holy.
Is that still going
Let's be
on,
the
guys?
whoremongers.
Is this still going on in church? Please let me know.
Musicians, musicians and conventions, flings and flings. It's facts, though.
I can
It is
only
facts.
tee off on this camera.
Woo,
And the
sweet
church
Jesus.
mothers know how to slide the DMs too. Or y'all need
Oh
proof.
man.
No, thank you. We don't need proof. Preach. Appreciate your time. No, thank you, though. We believe you.
Oh
We believe you.
no, but for real, I think this is good conversation. It's funny, but it's just like, yo,
It's true.
we gotta help our kids, both sexes, girls and boys, because
Hey, Rocky.
man, we would normalize some stuff like that we saw as, like I said, as a young man. It's like it never was like, no, don't do that, Nah, go ahead.
That's crazy.
I mean,
That's crazy. And it's like, oh, you got pregnant. Oh, it is she go to the church too? Oh, I'm gonna sit her down, but I need you on them drums.
the music ministry is
Oh,
second
go
under
ahead.
the pastor, the
Oh,
preacher.
sit her down. Oh, sit her down. She only sing in the choir, but I need you on that organ, sir. hmm I need you on that
But
organ.
that's a paycheck.
And that's the thing.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ugh. Sorry.
Oh Lord.
Hey, them church mothers are the worst. Always want to pray for you and kiss you on the lips.
Yo, that's not a lie though. That is not a lie. Like peppermint breath.
Them violets.
Oh yeah,
got
the
more
violets.
got more wise counsel about women and activity deal. Okay, you gotta read TJ's.
Okay, he said got more wise counsel about women in our activities dealing from the hood than church. I mean, it is, and that's crazy, TJ, that you
Hey,
said
Julius.
that, because you would think it would be the opposite of that, but it's just like, man, keep it real. They're gonna tell you versus with, I don't know what it is. It just like a rites of passage, or maybe they're dealing with maybe the people that did not speak against or tell us what not to do, because they was doing their own thing too. That's the only thing you could surmise from that.
Yeah, absolutely. They doing their own thing, or or they have done it, and it's like, which I see a lot of, because young people, they go, I don't even want to say young people, people who
they have
are
mass
people who are forward will tell you about yourself, like, you going to try to preach me or teach me about something that you didn't do, you didn't do yourself. You're going to try to tell me to wait until, to wait to have sex until I'm married, but I'm here and I'm looking at me and y'all in y'all wedding picture. So
that's the tough part.
yeah,
I think that's the tough part. And that's
some people who are for, I won't even say young people, some people who are for, because I don't consider myself young, but it'll be a nice way that
and I think that's important, because we're in the position to be able to share and to help somebody from, unfortunately, the negligence of when I was growing up as a man, and say, hey, like no, you don't need to be sneaky linking all over the place.
Yeah,
you need to try to abstain. I know it's hard in these days, especially because technology is just technology. And I mean, just to do foolishness back in the day, I ain't gonna say it's difficult, versus now it's like, man, access.
when I heard your friends say that, well, our friends, when I heard our friends say that, like, wow, to be 15 in this day and
Yeah.
age is got to be difficult, because we have a 15-year-old, 6 foot athlete. He got dirt over his lip and stuff, you know, chocolate man bun stuff going on. And we're we're the type of parents that allow our kids to talk to us, of course with respect, but hey, we're allowed them to be open. Hey, talk to us. And there's the girls and there's all of that, so, and not only with that, just having the conversation of sex is something that he knows. Hey, I want to wait because my parents have talked to me, and I understand why I should wait, but it doesn't stop me
From having
from
these feelings.
having these feelings.
So, and that's where I step in, because I
Yeah.
don't think as mom, I don't think mom want to hear about
No.
I'm burning, not burnt. Jesus, I'm like I can't
No.
control myself. So,
Yeah.
dad, like, okay, can you talk to me about like sex, condoms? Like, okay, I'm gonna say this again.
Mhm.
You don't need to be doing this, but if you ever do that and decide to do that, I'm here. I'm gonna judge you accordingly. As far as to what your recompense is, as far as to, God forbid, this ain't gonna happen. But if there was anything, you get sexually transmitted disease, you get, oh, I think she's pregnant, or, anything of that sort, I want to be able to talk to him. Now, of course, steer him and guide him in the right way, but you don't want to just shut your kid off like, don't do it. And it's like, all right, where did that feeling go? It's gonna be sneaky links all through high school then.
Mhm.
And then what? What you gonna do?
Yeah.
So,
And that's the thing that makes that help steer us into, well, from my opinion, what helped me to steer into this type of parenting is because I was told, just don't do it. Don't do it because I said so.
right.
And I'm like, wait a minute. So I'm 16, a virgin in high school, and you telling me don't do it because I said so, but I'm actually being bullied. Like, true story, straight up. I'm being bullied in high school because I'm not having it. So with my dad, it's like, we didn't live in the same house. So it's like, I'm gonna go with what you're saying, or I'm gonna, kind of go with the flow of what my friends are saying, what my friends are talking about, so with that, so he didn't give any other reason, and I'm like, well, that's not good enough for me. So I was, one of those types, like, hey, you can't just say because I said so. You have to give me good reasoning, or their voice is going to be a lot louder than yours, so with that, that's why, we tell Julian, we allow him to talk to us. Hey, I know it's tough. Now, some of these things, go talk to your dad, go talk to your uncles about that. Like, go talk to, the guy friends. Because again, going back to that, hearing our friends say it's so much harder to have the 15-year to be 15 at this age because of what Kurt just said, access. We didn't have, like, let's just say even porn. You can just click on the link and it's there. You can go on YouTube and it's there, compared to sneaking and ordering DVDs or trying to watch it through the squiggly.
I got a testimony.
Trying to watch it through the squiggly.
I got a funny testimony about that.
Through the no channels.
Nah, listen, and this is funny, but I got outed before trying to do that, and this was back when internet was dial up. So internet, when you go on the internet, it was like, and then it did all of that. Man, when I tell y'all, being the only boy and trying to live in my mama house, trying to sneak, we had dial up, and I forgot what possessed me to even do this on our family computer. Everybody used the same computer, so I just went, looked at my little porn video, and of course I just looked, right? And so I tried to shut the computer down because at that time like it was all these pop-ups, like pop-ups, ding, 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 going on the screen. So I'm thinking if I
Yikes.
just power down the computer, it's gonna go away. So my brother get up the next morning and go to turn on the computer. And of course the dial-up come on, and then immediately once the computer come on, all the pop-ups are just going everywhere.
Oh my
And so
gosh.
I say that to say I tried the sneaky link before it was a sneaky link.
There ain't no sneaky
And I got
link.
caught.
That's porn. That's watching porn.
I know, but I'm saying all that to say
Shut up. See, that's
you
what
will provide
happens
a
when
way of
you.
escape, but
That's
you
what
need to
happens
take
when
it.
you're old. You don't know how to use the terms. Anywho,
But no, but getting back to the
wait a
subject.
minute. Vanessa said, "Get the holy water and spray their weaves. Keep the heifers away from them." If you tell your kids no, they're gonna do it anyways. Julia said, "We were raised by a do as I say, not as I do generation.
Yes.
We have to parent a lot differently than that because that doesn't work. It
Yeah.
didn't work. I did almost everything they told me not to
Come
do.
on, bro. That's
Exactly.
facts.
Communication is definitely the key. Keep the flow going. So important. They always said, don't spend all your money in one place, but never showed us how to properly
Come on,
manage money."
bro. Somebody tied to Brother Julius Grooms.
What's
That
your
was
cash app?
good.
What's your cash app? Hey, Lily. Come on, dial up. Pastor Mike side talked about it. Yes, he did. He has a great,
Yeah.
awesome testimony.
Yeah.
Talk about his experience. But yeah, so um just trying to raise kids in this generation with sneaky links and or flings
Snapchat.
or
So I mean, through these apps, like you can do anything.
yeah.
It's like, oh, and then it's crazy because it's like, for instance, like I got rid of my Instagram for a while because I'm just like, I'm not gonna maintain it. I pick it back up, and then it's like, okay, you get these friend requests, and it's like, okay, who is this person? Who is this girl? Like,
Half naked.
it's like, huh? I don't
Mhm.
even know you, but it's just like, let Kendra see that. It's like, excuse me, sir. Who
Hey,
you trying to
Nee.
sneaky link with?
Right.
Hey, happy New Year,
Yeah.
Mama. Why? Yeah, that I mean, it's
But yeah, like how do you man, like how do you do that? How do you deal with that? Like
it's a whole new world.
because yeah, and Kurt and I, we were just talking about it, and it's like, man, we ain't too old, but the sneaky link, I had to look it up to see what it was. But it's like, yo, it's really this stuff happening. So it's like everything is veering off of commitment and covenant.
Right.
It's like, nah, why have covenant when you can just have a sneaky link? You don't have to answer to anybody.
Right.
Why have covenant or commitment when you can just slide in DMs and y'all could just have a fling? Why have that? Why?
Yes.
Why have it? Like, why have it when you can just have your cake? You can really have your cake and eat it too, which I do not like that. If I don't like that term,
yeah.
that quote or whatever it is, you're you can't have your cake and eat it too. Then don't show me cake. So why have the commitment? Why have the covenant when you can just have that? And then I would hear all the time hear from my mother, even my grandmother, why buy the cow when the milk is free? So that goes for both men, boys and girls to me. I'm teaching the same thing to my boys that I am with my girls. Hey, it's all right. It's all right to save yourself. I know, trust me, mommy went through this. Mommy dealt with that. Mommy did this. Yes, Julian, you are in our wedding pictures. You were here before that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And these are the things that can happen. No, it wasn't all bad, but this is the spiritual side of it. This is what I had to deal with now that I'm married, now that I'm dealing with it, now that I'm in covenant, now that I'm in a committed relationship, now that I'm married, I now have to actually live through the stuff that I did before.
That's facts.
Now my husband have to deal with the stuff, the trauma and the baggage. No, my son isn't baggage, but my husband have to now deal with the baggage that I carried. You know what I'm saying? The same thing as with him. It's like I now have to deal with what he dealt, what he did in his past. So now, it all the stuff that it could have produced insecurities.
Right.
It could have produced abuse. It could, so now I'm looking at you sideways because the guy before me, he did that. That's a red flag to me. You know what I'm saying? So, these are the things that we talk about in our home. These are the things that we discuss with our child and our children. And hopefully you guys will do the same. Because I know we went from, can it be built as a foundation? And no, it's not stable enough to be a foundation. A fling is not stable enough to be the foundation. It can introduce you to something, it can turn into something, but foundation, nah.
Have self-worth, have enough self-worth to not put yourself through that, because it's
Yeah.
honestly, it takes a lot of time to, because with sex, period, it's like, although it's like, man, you're doing the wrong thing and knowing it, it's just like, man, like, where is the conviction, where's all of that in that, especially being, like I said, coming from the church perspective, it's like, man, like, none of that was told. It was just like, do what you do, so and then, even to go the spiritual route, like, I think, like, turning the corner when Kendra was just talking, it's like, we sneaky link with stuff too, like, on the spiritual side, and it's like, we don't think that stuff is staying attached to us until we address it the right way. So it's like, you can't hear from God if you sneaky linking with, if I'm on Pornhub every 2 hours,
Pornhub is sneaky
like,
link.
I'm sneaky linking with that, so I'm attaching myself to something that's not naturally for me when I got a whole wife, right? So it's just like, it's very different angles we can go with the sneaky linking thing, but of course, with relationships, that we obviously think of like flings and stuff like that, but yeah, it's how could you be productive if you're necessarily sneaky linking with something that's not natural? So it's just like, on the spiritual side, I think of that because, like, growing up, normalizing certain things as a man, being told that certain things are just normal. That's what men do, right? And it's like, no, I don't want my sons to deal with that. Just because as a man now, what I maybe saw in excess as a child, now I'm battling it as a man, and then I got kids after me. My kids is the next generation, so it's just like, I want to be conscious of that and not necessarily diminish the impact that it can have on them. So yeah.
Pastor John said, one of his sermons, what the man don't deal with, your children struggle with. What the man don't deal with, your children will struggle with. It'll become your children's struggle. And I forgot what sermon it was, but it was so powerful to me because it's like, yo, it's so much stuff that I just really didn't deal with. Like, at this age. How old am I? 35?
Yeah, you're 37.
Babe, for real. I think I'm 35.
35.
At 35, I'm now able to address these things. I'm now able to, to actually face that and be like, you know what? When I was going through this, well, when I was this age, yo, this really hurt me. This is how it affected me. This is how it affected me. You know what I'm saying? So for years, I dealt with, and I struggled with just the bondage and being held. Like, I held it close. I was so mad at my parents. I was so mad at this person for doing this to me. So mad at this. And I gotta be quiet. I'm strong, oh, it don't affect me. Until it was like, yo, I'm broke. I'm broken. Like, yo, I'm really broken. And now I'm looking at my husband to fulfill something that he like, yo, I don't know what I can't put a name to it. And I want him to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, God, really, like, help me with this. Help me to, like, whatever it is, either however you gotta talk to me. If it's in a dream, whatever. Help me to deal with this so that we no longer have an issue here, but I can actually heal here and heal there so that I can be better here. Basically, I can heal. Allow me to help me to heal there so that I can be better here. And so, and then like Kurt said, We have children. We have children now. And with the man, I'll say in woman, what you don't deal with, what you don't face, your children will struggle with. Your children will struggle with. Okay, let's see.
Sorry, we went off on a tangent, guys, but y'all was
Yes,
moving
we
in this
did.
comment section.
Tab said, now it's me talking to my grands. I got 17-year-old grandson and a 15-year-old granddaughter, and I'm trying my best to keep them on track, but it's so widely accepted. Yes. Yes, it's different now, but
I'm just
I'm just
wondering
uh-huh.
what it was like prior to Snapchat and social media,
Mm-hmm.
because it's so many elders of older ages with kids with folks they weren't they were
Mm-hmm.
married to, or even in a relationship with. What what they were seeing or showing, I think, is just more visible for everyone to see now.
Mm-hmm.
It was much easier for our pastors and leaders to tell us what was wrong and not to be seen for doing the exact same. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
man, preaching.
Now we
You
might
preaching,
see them
Jarrell.
on Snap too.
Now we may see them on statue.
Right. Julia said the problem is we can get the cookie before commitment. Mm-hmm.
Woo!
They wonder why all we are left with is the crumbs. They're ready to settle down.
What?
Come on. Hey, Laurent.
What's up, bro?
Julius room's good. Yes, that's true. Very true. Julius also said the only thing that has changed is that everything.
Is on Front
Oh,
Street.
okay. So he's responding to Jarrell.
Mhm.
Everything is on Front Street. It's way too many platforms now. It's nothing new. Granny and them was was doing their thing. It just had a different method of getting out. Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Julie's rooms, right? Yep. Deal with it before it deals with you is always
That's
what I
facts.
always say. Yeah. Deal with
Wow.
it.
So
Deal with it.
we took a little turn here.
We did.
Went from sneaky links to sneaky links with spiritual sides, sneaky links with I don't know.
How do you deal
But
with it?
yeah, how do you deal with it? But
Mhm.
yeah, I think, like I said, when we're talking amongst ourselves, it's like I think the goal of it is just to encourage to know self-worth, that even if you don't think you're the best, know that God knows. But that sounds so churchy. I'm not even gonna say that. God knows best. But what I'm saying is you have having great self-worth. You don't have to subject yourself to that type of behavior of sneaky linking or
Yeah, you
yeah,
don't have to
that's
do that. You come on.
yeah,
God has created you to be. He has so much
yes,
more in store for you than for you to just be somebody's side piece
right,
or for you to be somebody's secret. Nah,
right.
nah. It's way more to you than that. So
Oh, we got some more top.
yeah,
Yes, we all have things we need to deal with and address. The ideals is to handle it before we say I do. That's wise. But I
yes,
think I think in so many cases we are on a rush to get to the altar. We rush to be grown that we neglect to see those areas we need to tackle before becoming or tongue tied, joining in covenant with someone.
so wait, let's stay right there real quick. Hey Felicia.
Hey, hey, hey.
So Julius, yes, yes. But not but shoot, Julius, to actually add to that, that is so true. We're really not taught
Yes.
how to deal with those things. And unfortunately, for our experience, we had a cool premarital counseling,
Right.
but it was rushed. It was rushed. So I don't really know what
You good, bro?
I don't really know what the whole thing was supposed to be, if there was more to it or what, but we weren't taught how to deal with it. So literally, Kurt can tell you, we've said it in different things. For the first 7 years of our marriage, we couldn't stand each other because we were dealing with those things on our own.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if we had a safe haven to go to. If we did, we didn't feel it. You know what I'm saying? The Motleys were awesome,
Yes.
awesome in our beginning. They were awesome. They were awesome. They were awesome. But there were some things that we really had to really learn and deal with on our own because we didn't. I think. Okay, let me not say that we didn't have anybody available. I would say that for me personally, will that be uncovering? I had a different definition, or maybe I had a confused definition. Would that be considered uncovering my husband if I go somewhere and talk about him? And I had to learn then, I had to learn now, in the latter part of, now. I had to learn now that no, because it's really not talking about your husband. It's actually like seeking counsel of, what to do, how to do better, how to be better. And having counsel with someone who's unbiased, not somebody who's going to agree with me because we're friends. I don't need that. I don't need someone who's going to agree with me because we're friends, even if I am making sense. So what, you know, unbiased, give me the unadulterated truth and give me what the Lord, thus said the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Give me the truth. Give me the truth on what it should be, what I should do. So yes, we're not taught on how to we're not taught on how to tackle things before marriage. We're not taught. And like I said before, um what did I say? Oops. And what you don't deal with before, it doesn't, getting married does not erase it. It doesn't take it away. No, it intensifies. It intensifies. So we, for the first 7 years of our marriage, not physically, but we fought. We didn't like each other. Just straight up having like getting rid of self and really trying to consider the other person. Listening. Oh my gosh. Listening was one of the biggest things that we had to learn about each other. I listened to respond, not to understand. I'm going to listen to what you're saying. Oh, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but I'm hearing what you're saying to respond to whatever you just said. I'm not listening to understand what you're saying or to see your perspective. Oh, no, because I'm right. I feel I'm right. I know I'm right. It makes sense. This is my PowerPoint. Blah, 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 blah. So it really was tough. Thank you so much for that, Julius. Jarrell says, I think the millennials have so much to say on this topic. Julius, I love. Oh, LOL, Julius. I love this, y'all. Yes. Sorry for the typos. Oh no, you're fine. Yep, they were just swept under the rug. What age is millennials? Great question. Because Google has 6. It's all good, bro. They know the gist of it. Okay. 1981 to 1996. Hey, we millennials. Barely. Absolutely. Most premarital counseling only gets us to the altar, and then once we say I do, we are left to do it on our own and figure it out as we go. Yes, that's why we started this platform.
Yeah, because it's really to
That's
be
why
what.
we started the
Yeah, that's why we
platform.
started. So thank you, Julius, for the
Reminder.
aha,
Yeah. Aha.
the Rhema word, as they say. Speaking
Um,
tongues.
oh. Jerome Mason. Okay, I'm 33 next month. Bet. I'm learning to listen to understand, not to respond. Yes, that's what most people do. Listen to respond. Yes, listen to respond because I need to make sure. My husband just pointed out. My husband just pointed out to me in my friendship. I love them so much, but anyways, I don't think they right. So
What you about
my
to say?
husband pointed out to me that I like to have the last word.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, oh, what?
Listen, fellas, when y'all get married, you got to check that.
Okay.
Because if you go back to the Bible in the beginning, what was the woman trying to do? Trying to talk when a man was supposed to be talking.
Okay, time out. See, because we always have this conversation because Kurt likes to pull this, where was Adam when everything was going down? Hey,
Josh Hutch is in the room. Oh,
where
yes.
was Adam when everything was going down? Was he somewhere feeding the giraffes? Was he somewhere milking the cows? He was standing there.
I'm just pointing out from the beginning.
Right there.
I'm just pointing out from the beginning what a woman was trying to do.
But what was he doing?
It's still going on to this day.
Exactly.
You hear that? You see,
she's still
trying to get the last word in here. You see that? I just made my point.
I don't like him, Saints.
See?
The red flag. He was right there, Osha. Right there. Ain't say a word.
Probably trying to make a sneaky link. Oh my lord. Oh,
I don't got time to be
how do we
laughing
get
with
off in
y'all.
the
My
woods? How do
hair.
we get off in the woods? But look,
Hey, Cheryl.
we had to point
Oh,
that out because these women, they be
with the
trying to
nice Scottish
get the last
accent.
get the last words. We trying to be done
No,
arguing, and I'm like,
no,
you
because
had to get the last word, didn't you?
no, it's the fulfillment. So
The
listen,
fulfillment of what?
it's
Your
the fulfillment
flesh.
because if I don't get everything out, it's going to linger and then it's going to bother me. And then in the middle of the night while you sleep, I'm like, I should just jaw him right now and then pretend like I'm
Now y'all
asleep.
heard this.
I should just punch him right now and then pretend like I'm asleep. Like, so it is bothering me. It's lingering. So now I can't sleep because I didn't get
Come,
everything I need to
come
say.
on.
And you over
You
there
hear the
calling the
minister, the
hogs.
man of God?
No,
Adam was tending to the sheep while Eve was looking for Birkins. What?
that's enough. That is enough.
You
Hey,
hear
girl,
that, wise man of God?
hush your mouth and listen. Come on. I don't get the last word. I be trying to let him know everything. Now you
No.
can say amen at the end if you want to, but just let me get it all out, or I'm not going to be settled. That's just really what it is.
He said, I'm petty. I love a good argument. I'll keep it going just to get the last word. Oh my gosh.
Watch.
That is
And
hilarious.
your wife gonna be the same way.
Bruh.
Gonna be the same way.
But you know what it is, fellas?
What is it?
Women can't take when your voice get to a certain level. Oh, you talking to me like that?
Bruh, I'll be ready to shoot the fair ones. Don't.
Cuz Mufasa, you gotta turn on the Mufasa voice.
Don't yell at me because I didn't yell at you.
The Mufasa voice. Cause then my words get pointed, and then she like, all right, let me leave him alone. Mufasa.
Wait, unpack that, Broham.
What you mean? Ain't no unpacking.
Yeah, unpacked it. What you mean? Your words get pointed.
No, because when I'm unpacking, I'll be sending you packing.
You're so annoying.
See that? She gotta get the last word though.
Yep, do it, sis. Yep. Oh, yes. Vanessa, see, this is exactly.
I hate that.
But yes, so I'm noticing some things. So
Unpacking.
people, right? Because he trying to say something, but without saying it.
I don't want to. I don't
it.
need to flex
Come
on
on
the
the
internet.
flex.
I don't need to flex on
Come
the
on
internet.
the flex, sir.
I'm a saint of the Most High God.
Break this trust God.
Shouts out to Bruce Warwick. We support Black businesses. This is my guy, Bruce Warwick. Support his brand, Trust God.
But yeah,
and it got the bills on there.
Bust out this Trust God hoodie and flex. What you trying to say, Mufasa?
Listen.
Exactly.
Silence, right? That's all we be wanting when we talking to y'all. You thought I lost my point, but I was right there.
So we're about to end this live before we show you what goes down in this here home of the Johnsons. Exactly. Bro, you giving me Charlie. Who is that?
It's a basketball player.
Oh. Live through it. Shirts coming. Yes, come on. Live through it. We'll
That's
definitely
your brand?
support. Absolutely. Yes, bro, Kurt, you jumped kind of hard there, man. Blink if you need HPP to contact husband protection program. He said, Blink. Don't get hurt on our account, Kurt.
You turn this life off
soon enough. But you ain't wrong. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to turn this off.
Yeah, bro, we will support absolutely, Josh. Whenever that line come out, brother.
Live through it.
Absolutely.
Yep. Bet. Yep. So yes, thank you guys so much for tuning in. The question was, can a sneaky link, can a fling, until we found out it's called sneaky link now, telling our age, can a fling turn into can that be foundation for a relationship? And for the majority, well, everyone seems to say no. But it can start
Hey,
something.
Lynn. Hi, Callie.
Hi, Lynn. Hi, baby. Okay, sorry. But yes,
What is up with women doing that voice too? Men don't be walking around. Oh my gosh, hey man.
if you want it, okay, see, because you about to take me there.
Go there then.
If you
We got time.
wanted us to be like you,
Don't you say that stuff.
then
What? This is a Christian platform. Watch your mouth.
I'm not gonna be like you. I'm different. We have different things. All the way around,
But
we're
why-
different.
But why the high pitch?
So if you want,
I'm just asking why the high pitch.
if you want something to be like you,
I'm just asking why the high pitch. Lynn can understand what we're saying. Hey, Lynn.
because
Like, what?
I'm saying hi to my baby.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get off of here. Because
I'm
I'm starting not to like them today.
But like we said, sneaky links, we don't think it's traditional and anything foundational, but have your self-worth and just know that you are worth more than just a one-night flingy thing.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. You're worth more than somebody's secret. But there's some people who want to be that.
Yeah,
They
if
don't
that's your
want it.
lane, we ain't knocking you, but just know that you can come on out of that.
If that's your lane, we praying for you.
Yes, you can come on out of that.
Yeah. We ain't judging. We just gonna pray. No judgment zone.
Yep.
But we gonna pray. We gonna pray that things change. Yeah.
But thank you guys for coming back. I know we haven't been on here in a long time, but there's been a lot, but I felt the unction.
Yes, you did.
Like, hey, let's do this. We gotta do this for our folks, our
Yeah,
family.
we miss y'all.
So more to come on the next topic, and hopefully we can have one of you wonderful guests that's in this chat come on in the room, as the old mother would say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that was perverted too. Come on in the room. What kind of song is that?
All right, guys. We love y'all.
We'll talk to y'all soon.
Yeah. Okay.